Hello Sagittarius, this is Leanne with Leanne Banana Tarot, and I'm here to do your tarot reading for June 13th to 20th, 2016. But first, I would like to take a moment and say thank you to all of my subscribers, to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and commented on my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your positivity and support. Sagittarius, June 13th to 20th, 2016. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, that's way too many. And I got the sun for you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles as your overall energy for the week. So this is you being very, very skilled at what you do, very absorbed in your work. And this might be a labor of love of some sort. So this might not be maybe career-wise. It can be career-wise, but this could be a hobby, painting or drawing or composing, or even, if you're a mechanic and you love working on cars, this could be fixing up a car, painting a nursery. Whatever this is you being very focused and intent on what you're doing, and you're doing an amazing job at it. And this can also be other people watching what you're doing. So this can happen especially for like a week period when you're training for a new job, that type of thing. So you're kind of being watched over by a boss or a supervisor. The same thing when you're being watched over for a promotion of some sort, or when somebody's considering someone's considering hiring you or commissioning you for work. They may be checking into you or watching what you're doing, with appreciation, but just to see your work ethic and what it is that you're doing and how you do what you do, and the skill that you employ. So this is a very positive card to have overlooking your week. Very, very skilled. So this is a very craftsman card. This is a labor of love, and it's a very positive card to have overlooking your week. So we have the Ten of Swords to start off the week, and it's just that whole feeling of defeated. So, it could just be a case of the Mondays. It happens to all of us, just that case of the Mondays where we're just like, oh, I just don't know if I can do it today. But you can. So the Ten of Swords is temporary. You might just be feeling really defeated. There might be something going on that has you feeling really defeated or feeling really anxious or full of concerns, worries, anxiety. But the 10 is the end of a cycle. So the clouds are breaking up here, and it'll allow you to start over with new knowledge and new insight. It'll allow you to make a clean start. So you may end up becoming really absorbed in your work this week. We have the King of Pentacles, and this is an entrepreneur. This is someone who's very generous. This is very successful energy. There's a lot of abundance with the King of Pentacles. He's very generous because he has a lot to share. He's very hardworking. It took a lot of planning and a lot of hard work to get him to where he is. And he is quite successful in his endeavors. And he's very knowledgeable, especially in finance. So this is potentially an earth sign person. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn person as well that could be quite important this week. Sagittarius, it's entirely possible that that King of Pentacles is you. If we have the Three of Pentacles and you've been working very hard, then that could have led to your success because that's directly over the Sun card here as well for work. And here I won't skip ahead. I'm not going to leave out the Nine of Wands. So this is a lot of burdens and responsibilities. And, they get heavy. So this person has sort of just laid them down to rest for a moment. He's kind of in the eye of the storm. So whether this is a project that you're working really hard on that's almost completed, whether this is, goals like paying off your mortgage, for instance, you're almost there. You have just got a little bit more to go. That kind of thing. This is the card that says don't quit. You're almost at your goal. You need to keep going and persevere. So this card is all about perseverance when it comes up, moving towards your goals. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to be about work this week. So this can represent large organizations. This can represent healthcare, hospitals, large corporations, places with rules, regulations, and can be very traditional environments, dress codes, that type of thing. And just because we have the King of Pentacles here as well as the Three of Pentacles energy, so this week could very much be about work for you and kind of what you're experiencing with your work or home life. So the very next card is the Sun. So this is all about success, achieving your goals. This is optimism, positivity, growth, abundance. The Sun is a really beautiful card. So the Sun is tied to the King of Pentacles. It's like the King of Pentacles is holding on to the Sun there, and he has the same energy here. So this growth and this abundance that this King of Pentacles has or can bring to your life is pretty amazing. It's something that's very important this week. The Sun card is shining the brightest right in the center of the spread here. And right over top of that, shining almost as brightly as that abundance. So this is someone that can bring abundance to your life, or you being very successful and being able to bring that abundance to others. So children as well. We have the Eight of Cups here. So this is you leaving behind something that no longer serves you and following your heart. So you're striking out on a path that is really, it's difficult to see your way forward. It's not well lit here. We're moving by the light of the moon. So this is you using your intuition. This is you following your heart and looking for what's missing. So these cups were wonderful. They helped you move forward. They helped you get where you are, but you don't need them anymore, so you are leaving them behind. They're no longer good for you. They're no longer necessary, so you're moving away from them. So my example with this is always training wheels on a bicycle. You just got to kick your training wheels off because you don't need them anymore and ride your bicycle. The same thing for leaving college, leaving a place of employment and retiring. This could be very much about retirement. So the outlook can be very positive for that if we see that here. So you may be retiring from a job that potentially, you know, is going to provide you with a lot of abundance, or you're doing so with a lot of optimism and happiness, and you're moving forward. And then the outcome card, being the Magician, is really lovely. So you have everything you need to manifest whatever it is you want. So we have the goals, we have the knowledge and insight, we have the funds to invest, and we have the equanimity in order to move that forward, whatever it is. So you're moving forward with your life in a new direction, and the Magician is saying that you have everything you need in order to do that and be successful. Yeah, the King of Pentacles could very well represent a pension from work and then you retiring. So someone may be retiring, and it might be a very positive, optimistic thing to be heading into that retirement. You have no regrets, and you're walking away, and this feeling of defeat, that can just mean that you're done. You're done with that path, and you're tired, and you're ready. You're more than ready to move on. So if you're getting towards the end of your job, the end of your term, whatever it is you need to complete in order to retire and get your pension, don't quit before you get your pension. So don't quit. That's the number one thing I have to say, is if you're nearing your pension and your job is becoming one of those things where it is a case of the Mondays every single day, don't quit. So, retire, collect your pension, and move forward from there. What else is there here? The 10 is an ending of the 10 of Swords, so there's a lot of worries and anxieties and things like that that are coming to an end. The sky is breaking up. You can almost see the sky kind of breaking up and turning blue as you move into the King of Pentacles area there. So whatever this is, if this is affecting you spiritually, definitely talk to a counselor, talk to someone that you trust, a friend or a loved one that you can confide in. Any type of spiritual advisor or counselor that can help get you through whatever it is that's making you feel so defeated and so low. And that in that way, they can help you to see in order to move forward. Some people like to bury themselves in their work when they have troubles, because one of the coping strategies that we have is to take our mind off things, and we do that in different ways. And some people just throw themselves into their work, and you can end up really overburdening yourself by doing that. You can end up, taking on a lot of extra weight and things like that. So you want to be really careful health-wise as well. So definitely, don't take on more than you can handle as well, if that's something that's going on, and you're kind of throwing yourself in your work to escape some anxieties or some troubles at home or in your personal life, or even if you are feeling depressed and down, definitely talk to someone, seek a counselor, get it checked out too. It can make a huge difference just going and talking to someone. So make sure that you're definitely getting those feelings out into the open. You have the Sun card, Sag, and you are the sign that I pull this card for more than any other sign, and it's because you are so wonderful. You are friendly and kind and loving and true, and you're just You're very loyal. So I always end up pulling the Sun for you because you're just so optimistic all the time. And that's something that I love to see. I love to see that optimism, and I love to see that success that you have. So just know that that's here, and that whatever it is that you're leaving behind, or whatever it is that you're moving past, it no longer serves you. And where this person is headed is the Two of Cups. So that is a deep spiritual and emotional connection. That's love. So they're moving towards something or someone that they love. They're seeking that person. They're soul searching, or they're going out and they're searching for that's missing in their life right now. And so the only way that they can find that Two of Cups that's not here is by leaving behind what is no longer serving them and moving forward and seeking that. And the Magician says that you have everything at your disposal to do that. So whatever it is that you're totally absorbed in this week, and that's a labor of love, that I think is definitely going to be helping you move forward and move on, and discover what your passion is, and discover what you're passionate about and what you truly love. Okay, Sagittarius, June 13th to 20th, 2016, Sagittarius. 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 Additional messages for Sagittarius. Oop. And they sure did give me two. Okay. So let's take a look. So we have Mawu. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So there's no greater cause today than giving back to your mother and rekindling a friendship with the soil, air, and water. The earth is the life force for material life, and there's no sense in continuing a downward spiral of dirtying the planet with further pollution. Your contribution is necessary no matter how small. You make a huge difference in this planet's welfare through small and simple changes in how you operate. It's worth it. Believe me, and I will help you accomplish this goal in all ways. So the various meanings of this card include: your life's purpose involves environmentalism, use earth-friendly products, recycle, get involved with an environmental group, and teach others about environmentalism. So Mawu helps those who call upon her to learn how to live in harmony with nature and to respect its resources. She ensures that our needs are abundantly supplied without causing harm to the planet. Siege. Quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Quiet your mind, breathe, and let go of words, worry, and plans. Go into that space of silence deep within you, that vortex of peace where the world doesn't enter. Now is the time to retreat in silence and spend time alone. I'll lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Don't try to make any decisions now, just allow your mind to be at rest. You'll know soon enough when it's time to take action, but for now, quiet your mind and rest. So the various meanings of this card are: go on a retreat, listen more and talk less, avoid loud noise and sounds, meditate, surrender mind chatter to heaven. Know that you're more sensitive to noise now. Siege reminds us that words create duality and that in silence we find our true origin and self. Quiet is omnipresent power that gives birth to wisdom, just as the Gnostics hold that Sige is the mother of Sophia, the goddess of wisdom. She teaches us that our roots are in the silent void of the universe, and that it's important for us to reconnect with silence regularly. All right, thank you so much, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a really wonderful week.